Hey guys, this is Cal StarCraft, and I'm about to commentate a Team Grid Showmatch number 3. It's going to be a rematch between GriD DOB and GriD Ray on the map GSL Calm Before the Storm. So this is an interesting map. I haven't really seen it that much because it's not, to be honest, it's not a very good map by the looks of it, but this is going to be kind of new for me to like figure out what's going on and stuff. But what I do know is that there is a base up here. I don't know if you see it, but it's like crevasse. You have an easy natural here, and then you have an easy natural here. You could forge fast expand at this choke, and you could grab 2 bases again. So, and there's also some counterattack routes for Zerg to expose. However, these attack routes are very choked off. They have like little choke points here, so Protoss could use that to their advantage. And their third base is actually covered by destructible rocks, which is extremely annoying. But I guess would be your 4th base, considering the fact that you have 2 bases already. And I think there's a Xel'Naga right in the center, but I'm not quite sure. And we are experiencing a little bit of wait time, so you're gonna have to give me a second, son. And we'll find out. I think there's rocks right here too. These actually could be Xel'Nagas at each of these 4 positions, so Zerg could really use that to their advantage as well. And yeah, and also you notice that there's actually like some ocean going on here. There's some water effects, so you could definitely use air to your advantage on this map. It's not like all land where you could be seen and stuff, but it looks like the loading up is almost complete. We have Ray, go, 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 and we're rocking 20 FPS right now, which is pretty sick stuff. Now we're at 25, 22, 23, whatever, you know, the usual stuff. And yeah, so here we go. We're about to start. Here we go. We have GriD Ray spawning as the yellow Zerg at the bottom left on the map Daybreak, and we have GriD DOB spawning as the red Terran to the top right. This is going to be the rematch, Team Grid Showmatch number 3. And so yeah, let's take a look. The map looks like it is originating another like kind of monolith, or I don't know what planet this is supposed to originate on, but I'm sure I'll find out soon. And yeah, there's apparently a shout out to me. And it looks like I'm actually going to see how many mineral fields. So yeah, it's standard 4 mineral fields. However, the gas is right in the center. So and the other gas is right up here at the edge. So and this is also the natural to your first base. So it's a ramp leading down to your natural, and it's relatively protected, but a lot of ways that you could punish this with like an early drop or something like that. Supply depot is going down for DOB, and apparently GriD Ray loves me to death. Alt 3 all the way, and I wonder what DOB is going to do. I'm curious what both players are actually going to do. I'm pretty sure that Ray is going to go straight for that standard 15 hatch, which we've seen a lot, and a drone is going to be sent out to scout, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Alright, so far, simple stuff, and it looks like it is actually going to be cross spawns, and there is one Xel'Naga in the center, apparently, covered by a shrubbery or a brush of some sort. Low reference right there, low, low, low. And yeah, we do have a hatchery going down for Ray at the very defended position. He might actually double expand because of the fact that both your naturals are easily defended, so we're probably going to see some kind of macro style game. And again, on this map, it's there's a supply depot blocking off the bottom of the ramp so that you don't do any pylon shenanigans like a cannon rush versus a Zerg. Very annoying position, by the way. And the thing that sucks about it is that they don't do that in the ladder at all. But we do see an SCV that's going to harass a drone that is scouting in, and a Marine is about to pop out. 3 Marines on queue, and yeah, no gas yet for DOB, so he really needs to get that at 13. So it looks like a drone is actually going to try to harass, and a drone's going to try to get out of there, but I don't think it's going to make it in time. It's moving, it's moving. It actually might make it out of there. No expansion from DOB or scouting for that matter, so the drone is dead. And let's see what he did find out. He found out the barracks. He actually found out everything. He found out no gas at all, no orbital command, under a lot of pressure, and it looks like DOB, yes, is going to go for that command center, and he's going to wait for that gas to be created, which is a very smart decision. I'm actually quite impressed that he knew how to do that. He's only a Bronze League player, So yeah, we do have the expansion up and running for Ray. He's getting a queen out as soon as he can, 2 queens out actually, for that matter. And we are going to see some overlords just waving to each other, and DOB for some reason is very sad face, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Second barracks is on the way. 4 Marines are out for David. No gas at all, so really devoting a lot to minerals. And there's an overlord over here to scout this other expansion. And he knows, but Ray already knows that DOB is over here. Now, DOB has not scouted his opponent once, so he's completely in the dark right now. Really needs to do some form of scouting, like an SCV or a ComSat of that matter. But yeah, we do see an SCV that's being rally pointed out, but I think this is going to be a misclick, and he's actually going to send a second SCV that is, oh man, it is idle, and finally the SCV does move, and it's going to be a double gas for DOB, so a little bit bad, but the rally point is still not fixed. It's like he's playing Brood War. He really needs to rally point to the minerals. This is ridiculous. And we do have a command center morphing in, but it's actually slightly off on the minerals. It should be, the command center should be slightly to the left and slightly a little bit downward. I should probably teach him that, the box method that you use for building main structures. You see a drone moving out. It's going to take it looks like, yeah, Ray is going to take a third base. So, and we see actually a lot of Zerglings out. Speed is finished. So we might see an early push from Ray. I'm not quite sure, though. We have 24 plus 2, which is 26. 26 Zerglings are on the field, and now we have more companions on the way. 26 plus 11, right? Yes. No, 10. 11, or yeah, 24 plus 10, 34 Zerglings in total. I'm actually going to double check. Yes, 34 in total. And so far, no real pressure is being applied on both opponents, and the supply difference is actually quite huge, 49 to 38. And DOB is supply blocked again. He really needs to get supply depots up as fast as he can. He is getting that. And a little tip for him, if he is supply blocked, you usually want to build 2 on queue at the same time, not just one after another, because he's going to keep getting supply blocked, as you see up here. So, and we do see Zerglings moving out on the field, so yeah, they're actually going to try to push up, and Marines are going to greet them, but Zerglings are going to immediately pull back. So, and a Reaper is actually on the way, so maybe a little bit of harass coming from DOB. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually going to change something. This is the live game, so it's all good. It's going to be selected, so it looks prettier. Doesn't it look pretty, guys? Yeah, it does. It looks very pretty. Okay, so again, saturation in the main is kind of bad. He has exactly 8 plus 6, which is 14 SCVs on the mineral field. Really needs to make more SCVs there. Also needs to make more here. And right now, it looks like the Marines are going to push out, try to kill the Zerglings. I don't know what is Ray going to do. Is he going to pull back, or is he going to engage? Yes, he is going to pull back, and he's going to wait for more units as well. Gases are taken, so looks like not really that much delay. It looks like the distance from the hatchery to the middle extractor here is in fact at the right distance in order to have a gradual rate of gas, like a standard gradual rate of gas. We do see 12 Zerglings on the way. He saw that Marine force, and he really wants to prepare for it. So DOB going for that same build he did last video with the first game, going to try to do a Marine push. No combat. Actually, combat shield is finishing, so he's going to do a combat shield push. I am very impressed in DOB. Very impressed. He's doing a timing push. Very, very impressed. Zerglings are going to move in. This actually might be game. Ray does not have anything to stop it, and Zerglings are going to try to get surrounded. I would like to see the Queen go into the battle. Looks like he is going to hold off, and yes, Ray is going to hold off that push at the loss of about 34 no, wait. He killed 16, and DOB killed about 34 Zerglings, so killed Zerglings, didn't kill drones though, and now DOB is kind of far behind. He should have probably stutter stepped against those Zerglings, or maybe gotten to like a really nice corner like right here or right here, because this one's for you, Destiny, apparently. So basically the point is, if the Marines were backed off like in a corner here, you could have you could have Zerglings not be able to get a surround because the Zerglings got a full surround on those, and Reapers actually here, but they're going to be denied, and the Reapers are forced to fall back. But Zerglings are way too fast for the Reapers. There's no speed, I don't believe, for the Reapers. Yeah, and those Reapers are going to die. Yeah, no speed upgrade for them, so they did die doing absolutely no damage, and supply is double DOBs. So see what happens. We do see standard Marauder Marine, and he's actually getting more barracks, which I do enjoy. Very nice stuff. He's getting a double starport. Interesting. So I think we might see some Banshees coming out of DOB, but not quite sure. We'll see what happens. Zerglings are being positioned in the right position, son, and second gas actually isn't occupied by Ray, and I'm curious what he's going to do. He's actually going for Infestors with Pathogen Glands on the way. He's got 5 out of 80, and this is 20 out of 50, so not the best timing when it comes to the Infestors, because Pathogen Glands are meant to increase energy by 25, I believe, once the Infestors are spawned. And since the Infestors are going to be spawned before the upgrade is going to be complete, he's not going to have enough energy for those fungals, so this upgrade seems pointless now. And so something he probably made a mistake there, which is all good stuff. Yeah, and we have a total of 9 Infestors, I believe. Yeah, 9 Infestors right now. How many Zerglings? This one's for... I get it now, because Destiny uses Infestor Zergling. La, 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 la. No, but seriously. And we do see Siege Tech on the way along with +1, and we actually see +2 from our Zerg player. So he's going to be ahead in those upgrades. Not for now, but he actually spawned 36 Zerglings, and still he needs to work on droning. He doesn't have that many drones at his natural or his other natural. He actually, yeah, his saturation is a little bit bad, so he's building too many units, and we actually do see a Banshee on the way, so we do see 1 starport with Banshees being pumped out. No cloak, I don't believe. Yeah, no cloak, and it looks like we do have a starport with the reactor and medevacs being pushed out, so really interesting. He could have switched this tech lab and reactor together so that he could make Hellions, I guess, but so what I mean by that is he didn't have to make this second starport, because he could have just switched this tech lab with this starport, and he could make Banshees without the cost of another starport and an add-on. But he is on 2 base, and he did fast expand, so I suppose he can afford it. We do have the center, and we have Infestors and Lings ready to move out. He might do a push. 24 Zerglings on the way. Jeez, that's a lot of Zerglings. But at the cost of drones, he really needs money. But actually, you know, he's rocking 1K on both gas and minerals, so that's fine. 2K for the Terran player. He really needs to expand a 3rd time, because he can't just stay contained in his base. He didn't get that much scouting information. He just scouted 3 bases. Which I'm curious how he did that. I think he did Comsat, and he doesn't scout this 4th base, so it looks like Ray is going for a timing push with the 4th base, and a ton of Zerglings are swelling out. So that's good stuff. We actually have +1 for both being done. Actually, this isn't +1, this is level 2, and it looks like we do see a move out, but there's a siege tank to greet them, but it looks like that it's going to be stopped immediately. Banshee is right there. Fungal on the Banshee, no cloak. Infested Terrans are being pushed out, and immediately that is shut down. And I would like to see Ray just push in with like a ton of infested Terrans. He's going to go for it. Tons of Marines. Huge fungal if he could get it. Huge fungal. He gets a ginormous fungal stim on the Marines. Zerglings are trying to push through. Kills all those Marines. And I don't know. Actually, DOB holds because of that 1 siege tank and Banshee. And, oh man. But that huge fungal on the Marines really cost him a little bit. But that's just fine, because Ray has 4 working bases, and he actually has 2 idle drones here. He's getting +2 carapace, +3 weapons. Jeez, that's really fast for his level. He's a gold player. He's really fast for getting +1, so nice job. And we do see a cattle bruiser on the way for DOB. I am proud of this kid doing the rock and dance party. Where is that fusion core? Where's that? There it is. It's going to do the dance. Is it going to do the dance? I don't know. It should be doing the dance. And looks like Ray is being a troll right now, so that's good stuff. And we have Ultralisk Cavern on the way, so things changing up a bit of things, trying to get those tanky, beefy units to kill those siege tanks. But I would like to see some Banelings from Ray, because a really nice build for Zerg, if he's going to go for this like Infestor play, would be Zergling, Baneling, Infestor, Ultralisk. And if the Ultralisk fail, you go into Broodlords. Yeah, so actually, Zergling Baneling Muta is another one, because you could easily transition into a greater Spire, because that original Spire you had with Mutalisk. So you could get Broodlords with Mutalisk, and it's just the tech just flows through, if that makes sense. So it's good stuff. So we do see a medevac, and we don't see any pressure. He really needs a third base by now. He should have had this by at least 16 minutes. DOB should have had a third base by now. 2 Ultras are on the way. No armor upgrade is on the way, so that's interesting. And a Baneliness is on the way. So really, it's as if he listened to me, and he's got 2 infestation pits. How did I not notice this? But oh man. 2 infestation pits, man. Oh man, that's a new one. We do have chitinous plating on the way for those Ultralisk, and 1 cattle bruiser. I think we already have 1 cattle bruiser on the field right now. We do. No, we actually have a drop, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's SCVs. He's gonna try to expand all the way. He's not gonna expand his natural. No. Natural sucks. We're gonna expand all the way over here. Oh yeah, boy, we're gonna start. Yep, there we go. There's the command center. And these SCVs, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna do absolutely nothing. Oh, they're gonna build a barracks on the low ground, not the high ground, so you could see the high ground. No, on the low ground, because it's pretty sick. Let's take a look actually at the unit count. We have 162 Zerglings, 65 drones, 35 SCVs, 2 Ultralisks on the field. He really kind of needs like 4 to 6. And we have a lot of Banelings being produced. Let's just say 11 Infestors on the way. We got 37 Banelings, on the way for our 37 Banelings on the way for our Zerg player. And this expansion starting to get up. Barracks is done, and he really he seems like he's got a sizable army. He really just needs to reposition. He does have siege tanks on the high ground, and Ray really just needs to push right now. Banelings first. Here they go. No speed for the Banelings, so this could be bad. Another mistake from last game between Helios and him, and the Banelings are going to move out. Marines are getting killed. Ooh, a nice hit on them, and no style on the high ground. Infestors are being focused. Zerglings are moving in. Infestors are going to try to get a huge fungal on the Marines. 2 fungal growths. Ultras are going to move in, should be focus firing on the siege tank. More infested Terrans. There's a Thor on the field, but there are 3 cattle bruisers that are ready for action, and they kill all the Marines, and the door is wide open, and DOB really needs to push right now, because that was all of Ray's forces, and he's pushing out immediately with those cattle bruisers along with the medevacs. But no, he's not gonna he's just gonna send his fleet in. Interesting decision. Really interesting decision. And I think we actually have a bad rally point from the Zerglings. They're going to move. This one isn't for Destiny. It's going to move out. The cattle bruisers do notice it, and the Zerglings, where are they rally pointed to? They're going straight for the base, but oh, there we go. Going to focus fire on the Thor, and then they're going to focus on the siege tank right now, but there's another cattle bruiser on the way, and Ray really needs to get some corruptors out, because these cattle bruisers could actually do a surprisingly amount of damage. +2/+2 on the way, and about to finish for our Terran player, and a Hellion on the way. Zerglings are wrecking havoc, so this could be a base trade, but remember, the Zerg player has 4 bases, and at the same time, DOB has a hidden base over here, so we'll see what happens. Looks like cattle bruisers are going to move in for a kill. They're going to kill the queen, and these are going to be absolutely tough to kill. Spire is finished. He's going to pump out corruptors. Nice job. 17 corruptors are on the way. Zerglings still wrecking havoc in the main armory and everything, and I believe the command center did lift off. Yes, it is lifted. No, the starports are lifted off. No command center was lifted off that day, except for probably this one should. Really high energy on the command center. He needs to work on mules, and 5 bases for the Zerg player, and 17 Corruptors about to come out. All of the drones in the natural did die for Ray. Cattle Bruisers are moving in, and then there they go. Corruptors are going to focus fire on the Cattle Bruisers. One Corruptor does fall. Another Corruptor does fall, but there's simply too many Corruptors for these Cattle Bruisers to handle, and there's actually 6 mutants on the way, which will help with that problem. And it looks like this force is done for, and Banshee is still on the field trying to defend as much as it can. There is one Cattle Bruiser on the field. This is the last starship of the fleet of David, and he has to. I feel like this is like Halo 3, and they have like less ships, and they have to all take refuge on like certain parts of Earth. Halo 3, man, good times, dude, good times. We had 31 supply to 124. And still have 5 bases. One Mutalisk is just going to float there being like, I'm cool, I'm an awesome kid. Command center is right there, no defense except for some Marines and a Banshee, and the Cattle Bruiser is coming to defend home. This is the home fleet. He has to come home, and he has to, you know, he might have to sacrifice himself, like Oni said. If you read the Halo books, you would know what I'm talking about, because, yeah. Cole Protocol, now when it's not mean, son. Cold Protocol, 34 Banelings are on the way, and let's actually take a look at the total amount of numbers. 28 Zerglings, 6 Mutalisks, 15 Corruptors, and I believe Ray did scout this, so this is it. The Flood is moving in. The Flood is moving in to take out DOB. This is the last defense for Earth, unless Master Chief can go stop Installation 00. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Banelings are gonna move in. Here they come. Cattle Bruiser is gonna snipe one Baneling, but the Banelings are gonna move in, killing all the Marines. Gonna try to kill. He does kill the command center. Kill the second one. Does he scout it? Yes, he doesn't actually. And for Narnia, and I love how he misspelled Narnia, by the way. He's gonna focus fire on the command center. Is he gonna lift it up in time? He isn't. Everything is dead. This is the last of DOB, and it looks like the home fleet is gonna try to do a counter push at the 5th base, but it looks like it's not gonna be enough. Did I just hear for GG Narnia? GG, you know? Lol, nope. And that's pretty much it for DOB. He really just needs to GG at this point. Baneling is going to do 1 hit, and that's probably going to be good game. So, yeah, there's these supply depots being burned to death. Burned to death. And it looks like there's 1 drop, baby, and there's Overload. You know what I love? The SS. Red October standing by. And it looks like, oh, he sees Overlords. Pull back. Run. He really, oh, and that's GG. And this is Cal Starcraft signing off.